Blessed Geza issues blistering nation address ahead of ZANU PF conference. Harare, the 12th of September 2025. Vertical bar war veteran and political activist Blessed Geza has delivered a hard-hitting address, accusing senior ZANU PF provincial leaders of corruption, intimidation, and betraying the liberation struggle ahead of the party's upcoming conference. In a speech widely circulated on social media on Thursday evening, Geza castigated provincial chairpersons and senior officials for taking bribes and forcing the masses to accept resolutions they do not want. He vowed that war veterans and citizens will meet them head-on to defend democracy. Comrades, if you were not sellouts, you would respect the land for which so many shed their blood, Geza said, opening his address. Now I turn to the provincial chairpersons. Your behavior of taking bribes and forcing the masses to accept resolutions they do not want must stop. This time we will meet you head-on. We went to war so that Zimbabwe would have democracy. Yet you provincial chairpersons are forcing people to follow your wishes and those of the gluttons. Geza also revisited the Boulevard Conference, accusing ZANU PF of misrepresenting the outcome of its resolutions. He singled out former Finance Minister Patrick Chinamasa for reading out the controversial Vision 2030 endorsements, and claimed President Emerson Mnangagwa himself refused to break the Constitution during the proceedings. When President Mnangagwa was mentioned, he himself said, "I participated in shaping the Constitution of Zimbabwe. I cannot break the law that I helped to write." He refused to violate the Constitution. He rejected the notion that the party had legitimately endorsed Vision 2030, calling it a lie enforced, and reminded listeners that the Constitution does not belong to ZANU PF but to the whole country. The war veteran also focused heavily on Manicaland province, which he described as shortchanged for too long, despite its central role in the liberation struggle. He reminded his audience that at Nyadzonia and Chimyo, 50% of those buried came from Manicaland, and rebuked current leaders for falsely claiming historic credentials, such as membership of the Crocodile Gang. Geza further criticized the sidelining of senior military figures from the province, including General Sigok, and called for respect for Vice President Constantino Chiwenga, Chris Mutsvengwa, and other liberation stalwarts who opened Hond Valley. During this conference, the people of Manicaland and all provinces must ensure that the voices of those who fought the war are heard. Geza declared, "We, the war veterans, together with the masses, will stop this corruption." His remarks signal mounting noises within ZANU PF, ranks ahead of the party's annual conference, which is expected to set the tone for succession debates and policy direction heading into the 2028 election cycle. Adding to the debate, Gifford Gomwe, one of the self-styled military petitioners, told ZIM-I that change was imminent and would come suddenly. "The change is going to happen without a weather warning report. There will not be a weather report," Gomwe said. "You do not preempt your enemy," he added. His comments echoed the militant tone of many online responses, urging immediate action rather than debate, but also injected a sense of inevitability and momentum.